German Bundesliga leaders and record champions FC Bayern Munich. Salzburg referred to this as a Herculean first-team talents across the two squads today, although there will be plenty of precious game time given to developing players. Both Thomas Lech and Vincent Kompany are getting their Kane leading the line for the visitors, who hail from just 150 kilometres away on the other side of the border between Austria. His team today: Amar Rekik and Markus Reichholf on the touchlines, Florian Jäger the fourth official, and Christoph Jäger. The build-up times, Salzburg somewhere near the middle of their long winter break, the Austrian winter break, one of the longest in Europe, and there's already been a thumping challenge well inside the first 20 seconds. Not sure there was much intent in that. The two of them having a word, the two Japanese players. Lubig, the Bayern keeper, gets his first touch, and Bayern will switch play from right to left. It's off the bench last year in the 6-0 defeat. Tim Trummer as well played the second half, so they know what it's like. They're holding on at 0-0. Ito has a second attempt. Both of them not really looking to trouble Alexander Schlager. Found the ball in a decent little pocket of space there, Ito, to get onto the ball. They haven't had to do that just yet. Salzburg with a shooting chance of their own. Snatched at it. It's Kitano. Not entirely dissimilar to the effort from Ito just a moment ago at the other end. This time the ball lifted up, but again, possession switch from right to left. Back it is with Ito, who's been busy in the opening 7.5 minutes. Kane, interesting to see how much wisdom Mike on the left side can get into this game in the first half. Absolutely loving the switch, and they've won the ball back with good pressure just outside the area. Lubig, as they try and transition and find a way to smoothly integrate a new first-team goalkeeper for when Manuel Neuer is no longer that man. So an important start, an away game against the cup holders. The situation doesn't look so good in the UEFA Europa League for Salzburg this season. There was a bit of way, even with 2 wins from those 2 games. The prospect of going further in the competition looks relatively unlikely for Thomas Upamecano. He's been on the best form of his career, perhaps, in 2025. So many of these Bayern players really benefiting. That's been extended by a further 2 years. They started this season with 16 straight wins. The Kompany excelling in terms of results, but also off the field, making himself a very well. Getting to practice, getting to learn from such experienced heads, players who've won it all. I said the first objective for Salzburg would be to better the 6-0 defeat from last year. That's a pretty lowly goal. Getting a goal themselves would, of course. They've played a few friendlies in the not too distant past, these two sides. Salzburg actually won one of them, drew one and lost the other. The last could have done more with that, perhaps. Thought Bistrup might be able to win that back again in the mid. 8 goals and 6 assists in Bundesliga football alone. The former Liverpool man has really settled in well. Needless to say, the last couple of years for Harry Kane have been good, and here's a big chance, as if in high-pressure moments, but the pressure of playing with the first team, and of course against a team of the stature of Bayern, is very, very different. Baidu had teammates in the middle. It's really well blocked by Ito. Good solid defender. Loops inside, gets up towards the penalty area, really creates chances for his teammates, Leimer, and I'm sure the crowd would love to see him do that in the second half. Salzburg will be hoping. Not yet, at least. Mike again in. Freund really credited with so much of the good work that Salzburg did over the last decade or so. They've done well to escape from there. They're still pushed against the touchline. The ball's really well won back, and it will be a Salzburg. He's been on just so deadly. His movement in the box and his finishing have found a little bit more consistency, certainly towards the end of the first part of the season, the autumn season as they call it in Austria. Salzburg winning their last 2 games in December. Space outside the box. Kitano goes for it. Good low strike, and it's on target. Jonas Ubik, the 22-year-old. The former Cologne stopper, really tested for the first time this afternoon. Kitano lining it up, a bit of a daisy cutter. He was rather central ultimately. Now Bayern pushed back again. Kitano, a second attempt. This one's dragged wide, but it's not over yet. They won the ball back quickly. They played Bayern at their own game there. Kitano into the box, held up the shot well. Chiala did well actually to block initially. Crucial secondary intervention. It broke loose. Konate sticking at it, and then bite of the game. A really strong spell for the Red Bulls, and that's a good forward step as well to send the ball out for a throw-in. Bayern rockingly credited with keeping this game goalless for now. Again, Salzburg pick off the pass. Vincent Kompany will be scratching his head. David Santos, who provided that so important record so far. A 3-0 win, a 4-0 win, and a 5-0 win. At the moment, it doesn't always work out that way. Ubik might be tested again here. That's a great flicked pass with the back heel. It's sent across the middle unselfishly, and it's not cleared, but it's Salzburg again going close. Kitano on the ground, appealing for the corner. Konate driving forward. Look at the flick on the pass, though. Brilliantly played. He knew exactly what he was doing. Crowded out by 3 defenders, but he found the space, and the ball into the middle just did not quite sit up for Kitano Sota. You can see where that training has come from. Ubik even almost has a physical similarity to Neuer, the way he trots back there. If you squint, you could have imagined it was Neuer himself. This would be a game changer if Bayern had to break the deadlock before half-time. They advance further into the penalty area. It's not clear yet. Kane's shot turned away by the foot of Schlager. It's back into the mixer though. Volley from the edge of the box, and it's deflected in. Minute of the first half. Ito Hiroki with the shots. Schlager went left and the ball went right. It's cruel on Red Bull Salzburg after the first half performance that they put in here. But this was getting messy in the box. Kane nearly took advantage. Schlager came up with a good save, but Elise got it back into the danger area. Diabate couldn't clear. And the last might have come off a Bayern player actually. There's the save initially. Ito's shot followed in, and it came off Schuster. It's a bit of a cruel ending to the first half for Thomas Lech and his Salzburg team, who've put up